Hello and welcome back to another episode of Good Brews, Bad Views. I'm your host, Max, and as always, joined by my co-hosts, Ryan.
Hello.
And James.
Hi.
So today we have the first of what I'm going to refer to as the GBBV episodes. And if you can say that 5 times fast, I'll give you a prize. So today we are watching the 2001 horror movie, Jeepers Creepers, starring Justin Long. And James, this was your option.
I wouldn't say starring.
Well, yeah.
Victimizing.
Yeah, I picked this because I remembered this movie being a lot worse than it actually was upon viewing.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan and I went and saw this because we were really excited about it based off the previews, and all I remember is walking out of the theater being like,
"What the hell?"
visibly angry at how bad this movie was. But
right,
that's how most of your movie theater stories with Ryan end. We left the theater either visibly angry or turned around and went back in.
Yeah. We picked it off of that idea, but upon second watching, it's still bad, but it's not anywhere near as like tragically horrible as I remember it.
It tries. I remember I saw this movie when I was maybe like 12 years old on like TV during the summer, and I remember there was some kind of like creepy-ish stuff because I was 12.
Right.
And but didn't think it was terrible, and you can very much see what it's trying to do. So I'll give it that.
Yeah.
But we'll get more into depth on that.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you guys drinking today?
I'm going for the brew bonus here, trying to tie it to the movie. So from Oddside Ales, I've got the Red IPA because the whole
Eyeballs
ocular thing going on with the movie.
Mm-hmm.
But it's okay. Again, I'm not an IPA guy, but I'm a martyr for the cause here, so I'll continue to try them. It's all right. It's all right. It hasn't been the most difficult IPA for me to drink so far on the show.
Yeah, not like that rye PA from Death Race.
Yeah.
But we'll get more into how we're feeling about our beers as the episode goes on. What about you, James?
I have a Gose, so I have a Briney Melon because if the monster in this gets to eat people's melons, then by golly, I should too.
Okay. And what do you think of yours so far?
I very much enjoy it so far.
Yeah, James wins. That beer's awesome.
Yeah. And I am drinking Evil Urges by Shorts Brew. Mm-hmm. It is a Belgian dark strong ale brewed with candy sugar. The reason I picked this one is if you've seen the label, there are a bunch of cats on the label. And added in tie-in bonus, for the last 2 weekends I've been house-sitting different people's cats because that's my true calling in life, it seems. It's very relaxing. I suggest you give it a try if you can.
You might have to save some of that for me. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll pass it over later. So yeah, we have the movie queued up to the United Artists and MGM Company logo. So if you're watching along, hit play now.
All right, so I'll come out front and say this. One of the main things that I did when taking notes for this movie and watching it is I tried to stay away from any of the like, oh, he's dumb and shouldn't go down in the basement.
The generic,
generic horror
movie.
Yeah, I tried to really very much stay away from that kind of stuff.
That's kind of like what's difficult about doing horror movies for this is everyone knows the tropes of horror. Bad decisions or after bad decision after bad decision. So,
yeah, and the movie kind of gets on that too, where they talk about like this seems like a bad idea.
Yeah, it's very like self-aware.
Yeah.
I like the generic Spirit Halloween store font that they've chosen for the credits.
Oh, I think it's called Chiller.
The music at the beginning is nice and creepy, and then
it does. It tries to build the atmosphere.
Kansas,
right?
Yeah, I think on the next highway up, they're filming Children of the Corn, and the next highway down, they're doing Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Right. There's a lot of misery going on in this stretch of road.
Yep.
James, you and I talked a little bit about the camera work prior to this, and I'm totally with you. There are a lot of shots that are actually pretty cool. A lot of longer shots that are, continuous cuts that I like. This opening one here is a good example.
Yeah, the movie as a whole is actually shot relatively well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I don't.
There's some Sam Raimi kind of stuff.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't think that the shooting is the problem that has this movie or that this movie has.
Oh no.
Yeah.
It's not a lot of times it's not from a technical standpoint this movie struggles, it's from a narrative.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But
Yeah, I think this movie suffers from what a lot of horror movies that aren't good suffer from, which is the problem of too much. That they try to talk about the lore of the monster too much, or they try to show the monster too much, or they try to hold a scene out too long of the monster being creepy, and it takes away from those factors.
I will give it that they do kind of build up on the reveal of the killer, or whatever it's called, the creeper, I think was what the credits refer to him as.
That makes sense.
Because it's first like, oh, it's just a creepy guy in a duster coat and a long wide rim hat. Yeah. So, but then, spoilers if you haven't already seen this, much more than that.
Gay fever.
Have you guys ever played that like license plate game? How to figure out people's
Actually,
vanities?
not as much as I would have. I would have liked to have done, but my brothers and I typically kept to ourselves on road trips. We weren't the typical banterish family pod.
My sister's 11 years younger than me, and she's my only sibling.
So things like gay fever are not appropriate for...
Typically not.
That's a lie. No one likes Nebraska. But I never really played that with my siblings. But sometimes when I'm stuck in the traffic of Metro Detroit, I'll try to figure out some.
Mm-hmm.
This whole conversation is just him being unbelievably annoying.
Oh gosh, yeah. I absolutely hate Justin Long's character just from this opening scene.
So this is 100% an accurate rural radio experience right now.
Yes, it is.
But this is pretty much like the exact opening from the first Children of the Corn, a movie I unapologetically enjoy watching every Halloween.
Okay.
Get with me on that. I want to see it again. It's been so long. See, this is that shot right there.
Yeah.
The RV pulls away.
And it's behind him.
No,
and you can kind of see the truck coming up in the back.
At this point, I mean, it's a fairly innocuous thing. Oh, it's just another car.
Yeah.
I did like his song. I will admit that.
Oh god, I hate him so much.
Hey sis, I keep having this recurring dream where some fat nerd turns me into a walrus. It's weird.
And I'm hawking laptops.
And
yeah.
It's cool because that shot's drawn out. Like, it's just a truck for 90% of that shot, and then suddenly you're like, oh, that's not right.
Yeah.
There's some, unknown make and model Destructor truck.
Let him pass,
It reminds
Terry.
me a lot of the truck from Duel, Steven Spielberg's
I haven't
Duel.
seen that.
Yeah. I can see that. I don't know how someone doesn't know how to somebody else to pass.
Yeah. I almost want to get on the road and try
it's
this
like
out.
he doesn't know how to drive.
Yeah. What is he doing?
Yeah. Be at new. That's how I read that.
Yeah. There is an interesting thing that Justin Long is about to bring up. So we know that his sister has relationship problems or whatever with her boyfriend, and he brings up how it's like the license plate says beating you, and she just like shuts up immediately about that. So I thought that was something that was like going to be maybe touched upon again later.
And that's kind of the last almost we hear about it in the whole movie.
Yeah,
it is.
But then they just drop the whole.
But that was a good subtle interaction though. That's a good point.
Yeah. Do these urban legends still exist about, like
Of course.
Gene's driving on the highway?
I'm sure,
Yeah.
but the casual use of Kenny and Darla,
Yeah, it's
makes
just
it
like
seem
first
like-
name.
yeah, it makes it seem like this is much more recent than what it supposedly
Yeah.
was, because they find them later, but
Yeah, class of 78.
yeah, the timeline's like 23 years prior.
Yeah, and they're dropping them on first name basis like they were,
Right.
at the football game together last week.
Right.
Or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
I guess the implication there is maybe that it's just a very potent and well-known urban legend for these guys in their school or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I get that.
Poli-sci guy. Yep.
Yep. And then she's just like, yeah, we totally didn't see that when yeah, the way that she's just like so cold about it.
Yeah. Yeah, you are annoying AF there, buddy.
I do like this scene here between the two of them. This is like one of the few natural scenes of siblings arguing over something just completely innocuous.
Right.
Yep.
Emperor's New Groove did this better, by the way.
Yeah, it did.
Yes,
it did.
Come on, Mom. No.
Infinity cubed.
Oh, busting out the cube. You think that's the giving tree he's peeing next to?
No. It's such an odd scene to go for.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess trying to break up the fact that otherwise the first like 30 minutes of this movie is the two of them driving in the car.
Driving in the car and
I'm driving a truck. I'm driving a big old truck. Mm-hmm. That's the problem. Of course they're out there peeing and they've gone through all the water already. Of course they're peeing. How dare you have clothes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not like everyone doesn't do the same.
I don't know this actress.
Well, I think the solution to that is you stop wearing jockey shorts when you're in college.
Well, yeah.
I
don't remember. I don't think I've seen this chick in anything else, this actress. Does anyone know her from anything?
not off the top of my head.
I didn't IMDb web this thing beforehand today. Bitch.
That's
Her
quite
name
the
escapes
escalation between those two effects.
Yeah. That could have easily gone to a much more vulgar place.
Right. I want to see the write-up of their other strict rules they have for that game.
Yeah.
I want it documented.
Gina Phillips is...
Gina Phillips. So...
Aside from that, she was... not much. This is probably what she's most known for, but I recognize her face. She's done a bunch of things, though.
This is another one of the shots that eventually gets to here.
What a TV movie.
This is a great shot.
Whee! Greatest, yeah. Creepy, the good use of shadows.
And then there's just the kind of the... Whee! That moment that he acknowledges the vehicle is kind of terrifying.
Yeah, I mean
they hang here. I like it a lot.
That is an imposing, terrifying figure.
Yeah.
His laundry.
Yeah. Just like he brings his laundry home to his mom.
His mom lives in the pipe.
Yeah. He's composting. He's got a hell of a garden back there.
So were this movie filmed today, it would be like, it's in the cup holder.
Yeah, right. The only thing that will save us now is an audio jack. Oh no, you have an iPhone. So.
You can see another car coming behind him right there, though. That's this scene from there to during the crashes has some lazy editing in it that cuts away from a little bit of the rest of the movies. Like pretty good concentration on shots.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I like how you could just make out like the silhouette of him in his hat.
Barely, yeah. So,
well, you are driving a Chevrolet POS.
Yeah.
What's interesting though is first of all, when you see the scene for the first time, you're like, why would he just be blaring the horn the whole time? I mean, is it fun for him? But later in the movie, I think with the psychic lady, she kind of hints that when people are scared, it's easier for him to track them.
What he has to do is he has to taste your fear to decide what he's
right. So that makes sense that he would try to be as imposing as possible.
Yeah. Here, watch when they show the car. There is no damage to the back of the car. It's all happy.
Don't make-
Continuity.
Don't make them like they used to.
And smash. And
Well,
car
this
slam.
movie looks like it was made for like $1.50.
Right.
So I assume a lot of like these car swerving shots from the rear are the same ones that were used the first time we saw this scene 5 minutes ago.
Oh yeah.
The I looked it up. The movie was made for about $10 million and made almost 60. So
That explains why there's 2 sequels.
yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Brakes, how do they work?
What do you even do? Mm-hmm.
Birds.
Birds. It's just destroyed that whole crop of birds.
Yeah. Good face.
Yeah.
PC, Rams, and Mac off the road. This is for removing the headphone jack.
Yeah. He must have been a PC guy driving that truck, huh?
Mm-hmm. I mean, look at the size of that customized rig. Of course it was.
John Hodgman behind the wheel.
Yep.
I'm just gonna tie a shirt to the trunk. It's totally fine.
That's underwear, dude.
Yeah.
Well, clothing.
Slightly pink underwear.
You don't wear your underwear on your like head and shoulders.
No. Just your knees and toes.
Toes.
Or on the outside if you're Quail Man.
Yeah.
I do like that neither of them, like, he's not just, I know everything about cars because I'm in a movie and a male.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Muse.
And here
Yep.
we get into where we can tell that he had freshman philosophy this year.
Mm. Yeah.
The true essence of dairy begins to come out.
Yep. Well, she gives him that. I've heard this bullshit from guys trying to pick me up.
Any idea how far we are from the nearest payphone? We're like 10 years away. Feel like there was a missed opportunity for a
Yes.
proctology joke there.
Yes. Yes, there was.
I'm disappointed in every one of us.
Just going to look is the horror equivalent of just the tip.
right.
I can drive away
Right.
if it means getting away from you, Justin Long.
Justin Long is another one of those actors who like has not aged in 10 years, so good on him for that.
No.
Yeah.
Haley Joel Osment hasn't really either. He's just put on some pounds, but he still looks like the same that he did in Sixth Sense.
Yeah, has he been in anything past
He
AI?
he was in Tusk,
Who was he in Tusk?
the other podcaster.
Wow. I don't even think I recognized him.
Okay, that just diffuses what entirely I said. Thanks, Ryan. I like how the time is inconsistent, because here we see a nice scenic, like, it's evening pull out shot. There's so many shots of cars pulling out and going off the road. But
Now it's
apparently we've
daytime.
gone back in time.
He was driving backwards, Max. That's how it works.
Oh, yeah.
Read a book.
Haven't you ever seen Superman 2?
Right.
No, that's the first one they did.
Oh, this is the first. Oh, that's right. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I know we're not watching Tusk right now, but not noticing Haley Joel Osment, but immediately noticing that guy was Johnny Depp makes me feel weird about that movie.
See, I didn't notice that was Johnny Depp until afterwards. I'm like, oh, that's Johnny Depp.
So, yeah, I mean, okay. This is just horrifying. I think I've been to this house.
Is there anything more creepy than an abandoned church with a broken cross on top?
No.
One with birds on it.
Boyd's?
Boyds.
Yeah.
Hell, Boyds.
If the internet can't tell, we all love Mel Brooks.
Yes. He's got Boyds. I've always wondered in Hollywood for like exterior shots like this, if there's just like 2 or 3 churches and houses that every movie shoots at for, their creepy and, foreboding shots.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
Well, I suppose we should go down that.
He just continues to force her into his horrible decisions.
After he says that, that's a missed opportunity to have some sort of pun on their license plate from the car. Like poor
T is
choice
for
or
tubes,
something.
tetanus, and tusk.
Hey, Bannon University. That's where you go to learn how to protect Johnny Quest. The first rule when sneaking into someone's property is take as long as you can out in the open.
Park in front.
Yeah, park in front. Wear bright orange shirts.
Mm-hmm.
And then immediately get tetanus from this pipe.
Yep. This is a nice shot. I like how the camera goes into the pipe and you just lose, anything. You lose everything.
Yeah,
It's nice.
everything's
It's a
gone.
nice little transition.
Mm-hmm.
Builds the mood nicely, I think.
Nobody has any reason to believe this is a sewer pipe.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Unless you're like in the apocalypse and for some reason Nebraska has been like nuked and there's just random pipes out of ground.
Yeah.
No. The sewer pipes are popping up out of the ground because of all the fracking that's happening in Oklahoma, causing earthquakes and geological shifts or something like that. If that's
Sounds
why
like science.
If that's why there's a bunch of earthquakes in Oklahoma of all places. Nope. Still no one down there.
I do wish that shot, they would have stayed with the further back shot of him coming in.
Yeah, I agree. Like this.
that shot, yeah.
Yeah.
Just have the silhouette pop back in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? This looks a lot like a body pipe.
Yeah.
This is for bodies. I do like the effort to keep the, hey, remember, there's a creepy fucking church next to you guys the entire time.
Yep. There's a lot of stuff that, like in the backgrounds, a lot of these shots that's, it's not always in focus.
Yeah.
But it's there enough that you
Go
hey,
for it.
remember? Like kind of like the RV that was pulling off.
Yep.
Right.
See, they know how to let someone pass them.
Yeah.
Right.
I-
Well played, Random RV.
Yeah. Again, he continues to force her to do stupid things.
Right.
Mm-hmm. We should make a list of like stupidest protagonists in horror movies.
It'd be a great list.
Oh yeah.
I think we're staring at a contender or two in this very movie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Quiet. My eyes can't see unless there's quiet.
Yeah. Not a legitimate reaction to this.
Yeah. Three rats scare him more than any of the monster stuff that happens later on in this movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Whee!
Plays
I like
that
that the
pipe like
rats
it's a
just-
washboard.
Yeah.
You know what that looks like?
Keanu Reeves.
No, look at the leaves. I'll bet that shot was shot with him standing up, because everything fell to the south of the frame.
Oh,
It looks like it was shot standing up with him sliding into a wall.
I bet you that's what it is. Yeah.
God, talk to me, Derry, talk to me. What do you do? Talk to me.
Yeah, we saw a slight little glimpse of Derry's rose tattoo around his belly button, which, okay, I don't think that's a thing men do, get tattoos of roses around their belly button, but hey, whatever floats your boat.
It's probably used purposefully given the final shot of the movie just in case anyone was unsure about who they were seeing.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
I mean, probably unnecessary. Also, Justin Long continues to be in great shape in like every movie he's in. So, good on you, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hasn't aged, apparently.
Right.
And again, he blames her for this, as if she completely led them and suggested every single thing that led to that caused this circumstance.
At least he has the sense to bind his wound.
But not the sense to prevent it in the first place.
Oh,
Yeah.
No. No.
Oh, Trisha Jenner. I feel like I can make a timely Kardashian joke in here, but I won't.
I've been wearing Converse for a majority of my life. They do not come off that easily.
Yeah.
I didn't think that far ahead, I'm going to be honest.
He did a really clean rip of that shirt.
Yeah. I'm waiting for a swarm of bats to come up around him and then like lift him out of the pipe. But
makes
there's
that face.
there's not a blue filter over the course of this movie. So
There's not. He just makes that face a lot in this movie.
I feel like that was a lot of the stage direction, just more mouth gape
Yeah.
Happier and with your mouth open.
with a look of mild perplexion.
How much rope do you think this thing goes through?
He probably makes his own damn rope. He looks like a
What do
crafty
you think
little
does all the
monster.
hair?
Oh.
Wide-eyed and gaping. Now we should do a contest of who can
Is he really talking to the thing?
of our fans of who can do the best Justin Long half mouth open stare.
Right. Send your submissions to the Facebook page.
GBBV at twitter.com or our Facebook or our WordPress.
We look forward to rating all 2 of your entries.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
It's fine. This is totally normal. It's fine, you guys.
Yeah. Again, just like later in the movie, he's doing something that she can't hear or see and refuses to bring her in on what's going on at all.
Is that Zac
Well-
Efron? No, it's actually kind of looks like James Franco from this angle.
It kind of does.
It's people.
The bags of people are made of people.
Confusion. More confusion.
That guy's ripped.
I do not think that creature is a licensed surgeon.
He can make the hell out of a football, though, I bet.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Spirals out. Me, Ty, Tony Walker.
I must have been really blasted when I watched this the first time. I don't remember this at all.
Neither do I, actually.
This scene? The one of the things I really like here, and it's probably just a thing from our cut of our subtitles, but the subtitles don't bring up that this guy's trying to say hide.
All right.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And
But everything else has been like really, really good as far as subtitles go.
Yeah, and I think kind of that lends it to that this is a really good subtitle cut. It just doesn't bring that up at all.
I love scaring you. I'm not going to tell you nothing.
Nope. Nope.
Mouth open. Big eyes.
Maybe his face just got stuck like that because he was asked to do it so much during filming.
Maybe.
Oh, no, yeah, now that's a good idea.
Cloud of bats.
Yeah, right. I don't see any bat clouds, so I guess I'm going to have to get out like normal people.
Again, right there. 2 minutes ago, this was a sewer pipe that apparently led to the basement,
Right.
but that wasn't part of it. Yeah. Not run away.
No.
Yeah. Don't do something safe. Be in lots of danger.
'Cause From all they know, he just drives around honking the horn as loud as he can the whole time.
Yeah, it's, could be some guy. That's his only joy in life.
Yep.
Just honking
I mean,
at random
if-
people on the road.
If my car had that horn, I probably would do the same thing.
Yeah, just like
My little Dodge Dart.
just a busted down semi type horn. Just. Why'd you have to go die on me? I need you to hold my feet while I go down another pipe.
Well, you got to open that up, see if there's a body in there, too.
I've got all the bodies I could ever ask for.
Yeah. This is just good creepy basement.
Yeah, I like how this establishes that this basement, whatever, is super, super old. And that pipe was just added there recently for convenience.
Yeah.
This also looks like a place that grifters would go to make their tonic.
So I wonder, like, yeah, there's the concerted effort here to show the age of this laboratory or whatever this is.
Mm-hmm.
But like, he's clearly some of those bodies are fresh. When does this guy actually use all this equipment? It has spider webs everywhere.
Yeah.
Is there for decoration?
Well, I think it falls into like the lore of the thing. Remember, it only works only comes out like every
Right.
23 years or whatever.
Right. That's a pretty cool table.
Yeah. So
He woodworks between those 23 years.
yeah.
Just a whittling man.
Spools of twine.
He might just have really industrious spiders, right?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Very motivated. Motivated arachnids.
If they're anything like the ones around my house, which somehow manages to make an entire spider web in like the 4 places I walk through every morning.
They're just doing that out of
Gotta
spite.
tie my shoe.
Yeah.
I love how they slowly reveal like what's behind him.
Yeah, that was. I remember the first time I saw that in the theater. That was actually pretty potent shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like, what the hell? Shots like this, I mean, they always turn out well, especially in movies like Aliens. There's something drips on you, you look up, you're fine. It's totally fine.
Yeah.
Although it looks like he just stuck a bunch of mannequins to
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
ceiling.
Which, when I first saw this, I was really pissed off. I was like, this is the shittiest special effects ever, you know? But then it's explained away as to why they look the way they do.
Yeah.
And actually added to the creepy effect.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a great where they just slowly ramp up the lighting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. I really like this is like I said, this movie has a lot of really cool shots in it.
And I like how
Yeah.
it's clearly still like the same set from when he initially fell down there.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not like, bodies.
Yeah, it's not like, okay, we have a dark set and a creepy set.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Time is a flat circle. It's becoming late afternoon again.
Yeah.
How dare you
See,
squawk.
even the bird, mouth gape and
Yeah.
stare.
Crows are really big.
Yeah,
They are. My cats were once, when they were very young, were trying to go fight crows. Birds the size of them.
Right. Yep.
Dum, 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 ba-da, ba-da.
I feel like we could fill this space with a people chasing through doors montage a la Scooby-Doo. Just running around.
I just was doing the Scooby-Doo thing there, Ryan.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, mannequins. Mouth agape and stare.
The hands being held together is really awful. Like it's a horrible thing to see, but it's a great detail in the
Right.
movie.
Yeah.
But- and I wonder, though,
They're
like,
stitched together.
that raises
Yeah.
some interesting questions, I guess. I mean, clearly the creature did that, right? I mean, they didn't die hand in hand and stay that way while he...
I think it's left up to the audience to kind
Yeah.
of
Right.
whether or not put that in their head. Ironically, here.
Yep.
In a second, because it's missing. So
This is...
Like a little Pepsi commercial.
I like what's done here.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
this is great.
it's such a good shot.
Like I remember when I first saw this when I was about 12, and I'm like,
Yeah.
it's coming back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a real sense of dread.
Yeah. Never have headlights been more imposing.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch only this direction in the road. It's only possible for him to come from this direction. And process it for 10 minutes.
Wait.
I like that she can only see it when the camera sees it.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is a great red herring of a
Yep.
shot.
Ugh, stick shifts.
That's the staple of
The
all.
only way to make a car in a horror movie like less reliable is for it to be a manual.
Right.
Oh, I'm sure as someone who drives a manual, Ryan, you just cringed through that whole
Oh, yeah.
scene.
Yeah, no, this is silly.
It's a clever camera trick with the shape of the truck too.
Yeah.
I really appreciated
Yeah,
that.
the outline is very similar.
Yeah.
That would probably scare her to death at that
That's
point.
the only good reaction to seeing Justin Long on the side of your car.
She got more scared of him doing that.
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, he got more scared of those rats than she did of him doing that.
Right, right.
And it's raining here, but they don't show that anywhere else.
Sort
in the
of.
movie.
They're like
sort
three
of.
drops.
Yeah, I don't know if they just
Rain.
You got kind of like started drizzling on set. It must have.
Just staring into each other's eyes and gape a little bit.
But I mean, really, that underwear isn't tied around anything. It doesn't seem to be.
Yeah.
It's not fastening anything to anything else.
I like that here. It's real subtle, but he's staring at the ring.
Right.
So he's sitting there thinking about the two people.
Mm-hmm.
Kenny and Darla or something like that.
Yeah, that were their names.
There's a lot of that going around. A lot of country road here.
Mm-hmm.
Not history in that house.
Frontier. The initial Frontier. These are the stories of Justin Long arriving in the passenger seat of a car.
Mouth agape. Look of terror. No, you haven't told her anything.
For some reason.
Like a real gentleman.
Yep. He's a killer, who cares?
Yeah.
Nice fade.
Yeah.
Nerds.
Yep.
This upcoming building right here, I have no idea why, but I love that it says air conditioned on it. Like, it just fits so perfectly.
If you look at that sign too quickly, it looks like it says Fugas. There's just 3 O's.
Yep. Going back to 3 O's and D's that look like O's and license plates. I was once driving and I saw a license plate that was 7. It looked like 7 O's, but some of them were D's. You couldn't, you had to, stare at the license plate,
that's
10 feet away to know what exactly it was.
That's totally intentional, and that person is up to some shady business, I bet.
It was on a, I think it was a Dodge Charger or something like that.
They have extremely tinted windows? Probably.
Maybe.
Probably.
But I'm like, oh, I know exactly what you're up to. Foo!
Foo and gas! We need to get air conditioning. Look at the sign.
Yeah.
Do you have any sandwiches?
The businessmen don't fit in with the rest of these people. Like, they ran out of extras, and they're just like, oh yeah, the executives are visiting. Can you guys hang out on set for a little while?
Sit down here. Drink this fake coffee for a while. I can't see her name tag, but I'm gonna bet it's Dolores.
Maybe Blanche.
Ethel.
Susie.
So, look at your ugly mug. Can't you tell? My mouth is agape.
Yeah. It's interesting that they go through all of this with the people in the diner really
just
ignoring them.
Da.
But then later they do come in and they show that they did call the police for them and everything. So they were trying to be helpful, but
right.
It's odd that they have this scene in the middle of a diner with very little interaction between anybody.
It's almost got a surreal, dreamlike feel to it, you know?
Yeah.
Like this situation is you in a dream. You're trying to call for help and nobody's acknowledging you, kind of situation.
I think that Cook's reaction to the payphone ringing is probably the only real reaction, because that's a very common trope in movies, is the payphone rings.
Yeah.
Right. Have either of you ever seen a payphone ringing?
Yes.
Really?
I don't know that I have.
Do you any?
I didn't
did
pick
anyone
it up.
pick it? No. Okay.
Hello,
I've seen one,
Exposition Hotline. What's the genre of your movie?
Yeah.
My candid camera. I love that.
Yeah.
It's one of the 2 times the movie gets a genuine but brief sense of humor.
Yes. I think I know exactly what the other one is you're talking about, which made me laugh, actually, when I watched it.
Yep.
This is the other scene I was talking about, where he just refuses to let her in on the plot.
Yeah.
My plot.
Yeah. Like,
It's weird.
There's no reason for him to refuse to let her listen to this.
Right.
Like, yeah. He pushes her away multiple times.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is going back to the Spider-Man episode. This is like the Mary Jane and Peter Parker thing. They're just not communicating.
Yeah.
Not communicating.
You don't understand.
You don't understand me. Oh, Dreamcatcher. I done it.
That's an awful description of a truck.
Yeah.
He's got a truck with a license plate, by the way.
Listen to me. I'm crazy and you don't know me.
It really, at times, feels like, like that. I know I keep hitting on it, but it's just, like, it doesn't make any... They're both in this.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Not them as actors, but characters.
Yeah.
Right.
Actors are about, like, half into this.
Yeah.
Fuck you, man.
How dare you know deep personal things about me and try to warn me for my well-being?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird, and nothing else has been weird today.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to acknowledge it.
I don't like people.
How do doors work? I want out.
I'm more terrified of that whatever machine is behind the two of them that has clowns on it than
No.
a good portion of the rest of this movie.
Clown vending machine?
Yeah, I don't know.
Dispenses
Dispenses
clown
rubber nose.
necessities?
Seltzer and rubber noses.
Right.
Hey, there's
Large
the voice.
shoes.
Ooh, I want to know what's in that Yum breakfast special.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Put your shirt back on, please. No one needs to see your shitty tattoo.
That tattoo is so
It's real
bad.
bad.
Not as bad as Jason Statham's.
Which is nothing. I've said nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, I definitely think you did. You
Yeah.
fell
Yeah.
long enough to incur spinal cord damage.
Yeah. And now he gets violently angry with her again. Starts grabbing her and stuff.
Yeah. It's the forceful injection of emotion here that's just not working.
Yeah.
I was 7 when I found it.
Yeah.
How do they know what those people look like, by the way? Do they just like run photos of them in their local newspaper every year?
Forever?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it must be one of those assumptions that we talked about, like that it's the urban legend.
Yeah.
So it's a small town that had two high school students get killed in some
Yeah.
unknown means.
Mm-hmm.
So
Or he threw a pipe down a body or something got thrown somewhere. I don't know. I need a chocolate milk.
yeah,
It's past my bedtime.
yeah.
Just as naked.
Yeah. I like how everyone's leaving right now too. I do like that. That's another
Yeah.
subtle touch.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Not that they're leaving. They're going to the window. That's right.
Who wants to know?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the Sam
It's a Sam Raimi shot. Yeah. This movie gets to be a Sam Raimi movie for about the next 20 minutes, and then,
Yeah,
and then stops
it becomes fun.
up until they get to the police station.
Yeah, then it becomes
Then
Terminator.
Then it becomes Darkness Falls.
Yeah, unfortunately. For both movies.
Yeah.
Also holding hands with himself. He's lonely.
Beverly.
Beverly. There
Okay,
we go.
we weren't far off.
Yeah, we were getting there. We were honing in on it.
This movie was paid for by Big Laundry.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Tide.
Well, I know you bumped your head, but that doesn't mean I don't believe you. And he loves drawers.
All right, 3 times words.
Oh wow, the dairy is short for Darius. I'm like, what is dairy short for? I'm like, he couldn't be Darius. He's not a Darius-looking fellow, but apparently he is.
It's Lennon Dairies. It's a much lesser known ice cream that is not tasty.
Yeah.
My clothes, baby.
Oh no. Okay, never mind.
I was expecting like a handprint, like he
Yeah.
like put his hand and it like got into the metal or whatever.
Yeah.
Look up.
Another shot that I like. There's just the long, just elevated pull away
back,
here.
yeah.
I dropped my notes. If you hear that paper, I'm sorry. We're professionals here on Good Brews Bad Brews.
Pros.
Yep. I was half expecting him to be standing on top of the sign,
Yeah.
but yeah. And they like looking at those handprints.
Yes. Things escalate quickly here.
Yeah, they do.
Yep. Well, as we know, this time doesn't work the right way in this movie, so
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be like midnight at this point.
How long have they been driving? Because it was still pretty light out when they got to the diner, wasn't it?
yeah, I think
Yeah.
like sun was just going down, but time behaves differently here.
I mean, I guess the cops coming and then them talking and blah blah
Yeah,
blah.
yeah.
But still, it's also the country, so it would get dark very very quickly.
I actually kind of like that this is discussed but not shown.
Yes.
Really? Okay. I kind of wanted them to see the church on fire.
Right. I mean, either would have worked, but I'm okay with them not showing it in this case.
I like the idea there that they it's burning, because then the cops that are driving with them inherently stop trusting the two of them.
Yeah.
Also.
Where are all the Jesus channels?
I did not know there was a new wave cover of Jeepers Creepers.
An EDM cover?
Yeah. I did not either, and it surprised me that they used this version of it.
Yeah.
Colorado?
I do like
Yeah.
the sound, the song over the closing credits of this movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's such a good shot.
Stuff in the background, yeah.
Another great background shot.
And this being the first instance, the killer is more than just a guy in a truck.
Yep. I mean,
Vroom.
yeah, goodbye. And, well, of course, black person dies first. Shh. Like, where was he keeping that?
Yeah. The noise he makes about the head hitting.
Yeah.
Ugh!
That's not how abandoned cars work. But oh yeah.
The head just skittering off into the ditch.
Yeah.
Should we close our mouths now? No, I don't think so.
No.
More mouths open.
Nope, just keep on driving.
This is our best idea right now.
Ryan, your cat is very intrigued about this movie, by the way.
Oh, good. Oh, he did. Wow, it's really got his attention. Excellent. He probably wishes he was the monster. I'm pretty sure he wants us all dead.
Well, he was trying to interrupt our feed earlier today.
Right.
This one's another one weird editing thing to me. The car says 607 on it.
Yeah.
But they're calling it car 37. So I don't know if they're trying to do a nod to something, but it's a simple thing to either edit the script or fix the car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, the license plate is "Oh Hi Police,"
Yeah.
1981 or whatever that was. Or 1890.
Yep. 1891.
I like that he's checking for blood, even though a head fell on the hood.
There's blood in the head.
No, like, I mean, it's like an is he dead moment right there.
State police, state police. Not which state police.
Oh no, it's coming up here.
There you go.
That is.
I like how they don't show like the face of the severed head. It's just
yeah. This is worst case scenario of Roadhead. This is bad.
Yeah. Wah, wah. They ran back in the car. Maybe he didn't see us.
Yeah. Let's just hang out some more. This is a great
guy's
idea.
got like a Bruce Campbell level chin.
Oh, if chins could kill.
The whistling is a great touch, and the billboard's a great touch.
Yeah,
but this scene goes on for 15 seconds too long.
Right.
Yep.
This.
Right here.
There's some Arrested Development level billboard stuff.
I wish it would have just stopped right there.
Yep.
Like, this is...
It's,
I get it, he's a monster, but this is still pretty weird the way he does this.
Would you sniff me?
Yeah.
I'd sniff me.
It's just too much.
I wouldn't say too much. It goes on for too long.
Yeah. That's what I mean by it.
Yeah. He gets lonely after 23 years.
Yeah.
It's as gripping as watching a normal person eat something.
Yeah.
The single tear.
90% of it just looks like they're making out, but
Yeah.
This reminds me of how lonely I am.
what's the matter? Creepy old man got your tongue?
Oh.
Nice burnout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This decision is about 4 minutes too late. Do you think he's okay?
Yeah. Good face.
This.
Yep.
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 It's a great moment here. It's like I said, it becomes a Sam Raimi movie for
Yep.
Right.
with putting the hat on.
Yep.
Right.
Like he does so perfectly. And
Like,
then-
okay, next scene.
Yep. Nope.
The pauses.
It's so
It's
good.
well timed. Yep,
long
right.
enough.
Nope, forgot this. Yep.
Throws the head back in. So great.
Slow down.
There's so many other cars. And
Right.
Yeah.
First you want me to drive away fast. Now you want me to stop. Make up your damn mind.
Why don't you go fall down a damn pipe again? He's got you there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speed up, slow down, find a phone, don't find a phone. All right, now we already practiced this once. Park out in the open and just walk really slowly the whole time.
Yep. And parked by what
Well,
looks
it's
like bamboo.
night now, so they've got the advantage. But they're still wearing brightly colored shirts.
And they parked next to what appears to be the only light on the property.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, people don't live in houses.
Yeah.
That band is too popular to give a shit about you. Momfolk police. That's kind of a horrifying
they
shot.
forecasted that way too. It's pretty much saying like, "Yup, he's gonna be hiding on there." That would have been an instance. I don't know if they should have done that like within the background,
Right.
with the scarecrow. I think it would have been probably a little worse, but
Have it so that they walk when they're walking forward
Yeah.
by it, it's normal, and then when they walk past it, it's like
Right.
thicker.
Instead of giving
they focused, they cut to it once, they cut back to our protagonist, and then they cut back again.
Yeah.
Which pretty much is like,
Yeah.
"Yep, it's gonna be a thing."
Yeah.
It's Chekhov's scarecrow.
Pretty much, yeah. If they did it once, or you saw it when they were pulling up, that would have been,
Yeah.
I think, a little better. But
Yeah, it didn't necessarily need to be the sole focus of a whole frame and shot.
Yeah.
yeah,
I love this lady.
Yeah.
This lady
She's
rules.
cool. You know, I don't think they tell you, but she's probably the mayor of this town.
Yeah. More of this lady.
Yeah.
Again, though, I mean, it's another shot, just backlit.
Yeah.
Not someone.
Anyone but someone.
Yeah.
A policeman woman.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that they're ignoring the fact that there were 2 people in that car.
Right.
And speaking of
my
that,
cats?
don't you think that the Central Dispatch is probably concerned that they have a police car that isn't reporting in at all at this point?
Oh,
It is probably their only car.
that's Eileen Brennan. I was trying to think, like, I've seen her before from somewhere. Mm-hmm. She is in Clue.
Oh,
She's
nice.
Miss Peacock.
Clue. Great stuff.
Yeah. The best board game to movie adaptation ever, unlike Battleship.
I was going to say, I don't know. Battleship's out there.
Yeah,
I wasn't joking. I legitimately love that movie.
Clue doesn't have Rihanna.
Wait, Battleship or
No, Clue.
Oh, yeah, Clue's amazing.
Yeah.
No, Battleship is not.
No, not at all.
Yeah, I'm not a monster. It's... I don't know that I've made up my mind as far as to what the movie's implying about the real power of this monster. Like the wind dies down, all this stuff, like the insects stop.
Generally creepiness.
Right.
Yeah, that's when they get to the like exposition dump psychic. That's kind of what I'm torn a little bit about with the monster in this movie with it. So,
And it's Caroline from Bones, so it's cool.
yeah. Yes,
I
love that shot. This lady is awesome.
Yeah.
Again.
Get him, Grandma. Time to pop his corn.
The tiny little arms extending from that big body is really funny.
Yeah.
That'd be an interesting twist if
It's
this
made of gasoline.
Yeah.
This is gas straw.
Yep.
Interesting twist. Had the scarecrow like hugged the monster and scared the monster.
Yeah. The monster is continuously tripping over cats as he's coming through the house.
Is he one of the Three Stooges?
I didn't break into its own.
Yeah, this lady wins this movie.
Yeah.
I'm not saying the house I'm watching this weekend has that many cats, but it's not far from it.
Again, another fun shot right here.
Just more mouth gape. Always mouth gape.
You know, I think you guys nailed it saying it's just like 20 minutes of Raimi-esque movie making, particularly when they come back out of the house here again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like this. Das Bier. This is
How you guys' beer?
It's growing on me. It's one of the more tolerable IPAs for sure.
Okay.
I'm liking it. Going through it pretty quickly.
James?
I very much like mine. I'd recommend it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a good find.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is my first time having Evil Urges. It's never one of my favorites, but I'm much more enjoying it just like sipping on it throughout this movie as opposed to
that like
drinking
this
it bar.
The bunny slippers.
Right. And then how he tosses the body, the implication of strength there is just
Yeah.
Now, I guess the question, knowing...
Well, you did see him punch through a roof.
Yeah,
so.
then there's that through the car.
The implication, knowing like what he's actually doing and existing for, that I don't think he kills her because she shows no fear against him, so he can't. There's nothing he can eat from her.
Yeah,
which I thought was because he's just
through
holding her.
Yeah.
So I think she's. I took it as that she's alive out of here, and I thought that was actually a pretty cool, subtle touch. But
I didn't pick up on that the first time,
but you miss it because they don't explain it. Well, they never go back to it. But they don't make that explanation until later on in the movie.
Right.
Yeah. So we want more exposition.
Yeah, I don't like the flip.
It seems really out of.
Yeah.
That flip and actually the whole running on the car thing part here is stupid. Like, this suddenly becomes, for 30 seconds, a cheesy kung fu flick.
Yeah.
I took it that if he didn't run or do the flip,
mm-hmm.
and they were just right here, and he was walking back and forth, mm-hmm. and then does the car running scene, I thought that would have been more effective. Like, he's a little more nimble and spry than what they were expecting him to be.
I would have liked if he didn't do the flip instead of the car walking, he just jumps.
Yeah, just like clears the whole thing.
Clears the whole. Yeah,
like
that's
vaults
fine.
it.
But the flip to me was so cheesy looking that it kind of takes away from.
It breaks away from
what they're trying to show here.
Yeah,
right. Totally agree.
Yeah, this. Oh no.
Yeah,
not as many car walks, but you know what I'm getting at.
Yeah, no, I get what you're doing.
How will we defeat a man who can run in a car?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, that's just something an adept stuntman could do.
Yeah.
Like, if he were to clear it in a single bound, in both cases, that would be...
Well, there was that joke about, can he leap over a building in a single bound?
Right.
Yeah.
I'm trying to shift dramatically.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't work the first 2 times, but it totally will now. He'll never see it coming.
Well, given what he needs from
Right, like what?
From Long.
And why?
Yeah.
Your windshield won't protect you now.
I like that it's
random knives.
That's a pretty cool touch, actually. I mean, it's funny.
I wanted a big, trunk and it to be the axe.
Yeah, I want the axe to come back.
Yeah.
Battle axe.
Again, more self-awareness.
That
stuff.
was really good.
Yeah.
This is a great 20 minutes of this movie.
Yeah. There was this one horror movie I saw on Sci-Fi. I can't remember what it was called, but at the end, there's a big monstery inbred redneck thing, driving a big ass monster truck thing, and at the very, very end, they have a running over, they run them over with the truck, and they run it over back and forth until it's just a pile of pus on the ground.
Fantastic!
And I'm that's how you know it's dead.
Right?
Yeah.
To put a period on the end of that sentence.
Yep.
The tire tracks through the arm are.
Yeah, it's a nice touch.
Yeah.
Squishified leg meats.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why he's smoking.
Maybe being dragged a little bit is what they're trying to imply.
That's
there.
a lot of friction.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just warm flesh in a cold night. I guess maybe it's steam.
Could be, yeah. These actually don't look terrible.
No, these look very well.
I'm still wondering.
I think it's because there's good lighting in this. Like we were talking about with Deep Horizon or Deep Rising. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, the effects, the lighting was off.
The lighting was off, but here it's
good.
It works well that, you know, those wings still look good 15 years later.
Yeah.
Right.
The instinctual nature of the wing trying to fly away, I thought was a really cool idea.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, implying like insectoid tendencies. Almost, you know,
like it just wakes up and does these things.
Yeah. So do you think the creature has those wings always, or just eats a bunch of like bats? Because it says
I think
what's her face says that, you know, it eats from
eats
people
lungs
to get what
so
it
it can
needs
breathe.
to breathe, and
My guess is
I
that it
think
just has them.
that would be my guess, but mostly because of the table we saw at the beginning with the wood carvings. So it seems like it's kind of always been there.
Yeah.
all right, and we're entering pretty much the third act of the movie, which isn't enjoyable as Act 2, unfortunately.
Yeah, kind of where it goes off the rails.
Yeah. I like how they kind of have this fleshed out as an actual police station. You know, there's more than just like the one officer on duty. You know,
Right.
Yeah.
I really like that joke actually. See, now she doesn't get in. Now he doesn't get into the phone call.
Yeah, no phone call for you. Mm-mm.
Yeah, but she's not like throwing elbows into him to keep her from him from listening to it.
Trisha's known for her ability to throw a bow.
Yeah.
You know, you think there would be like some national news or investigation about why every 23 years there's like a giant increase in the amount of missing persons.
Right.
Yeah, I love the missing persons wall. I
Yeah.
wish
Yeah.
they would have
It's
used
a
it
very
way
nice-
more.
Yeah.
Because from Justin Long's character's perspective at this point, seeing that wall is hugely traumatic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know the assumption is that they were all where he was. I'm looking for Agent Booth. Dr. Brennan?
No. Again, another fleshed out part of the police station that I thought was fun too.
Ryan, this goes a lot like your story of the Jehovah's Witnesses coming to knock on your door a couple days ago. No, that was today.
That was this morning, actually, yeah. Very similar experience. I actually really like this actress a lot. So she's in this, Bones. Isn't she in like a Progressive commercial too or something?
I don't know.
She's on another commercial where she's pretty great.
I do like that the cop's like, why don't you go home? And she's just like,
Go
no.
do your job.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, bye.
That settled that.
Yeah. More mouth open.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
What a horrible thing to like have.
Yeah, a real curse.
Yeah.
Yeah, Patricia Belcher is in a lot of stuff. Yeah, Bones. She's in 500 Days of Summer. Number 23.
She's in the number 23? Interesting.
Yeah, Dr. Alice. Someone.
Another. Well, it's an alright Schumacher movie. It's okay. The number 23.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now, like I said, I have a lot of mixed feelings about this exposition dump about the creature. Because I really do like the creature as just kind of a force of nature as it's kind of been through this part of the movie.
Like in all good horror movies.
Yeah, but at the same time, a lot of the small little subtle things that they've done in this movie don't work unless you know some of this information.
Yeah, unless you know these things, and like to your point, later in the movie is when you know this, so the impact of the occurrences earlier on is kind of diminished.
Yeah, it's. I don't know if they're trying to get you to like think back and look at or consider all the things that have happened already, but
encourage a second viewing, maybe.
Yeah, it just seems like they maybe could have done a more subtle way to get some of those ideas and facts across to the audience. But
well, you bring up a very good point about the creature being a force of nature. Because if you look at a lot of like American horror, a lot of American horror is focused around something in the wild coming after people from civilization, which very much ties into the history of America.
Yeah.
And what, things Americans have done. Where if you look at a lot of like British or European horror, a lot of it is more urban based off the exploitation of the worker from the Victorian era. So it's I love, But now we see the creature shambling
along
on a stump.
He's missing a foot. Yeah.
Yep. But now back to more exposition.
Yeah, no, I mean, like a lot of the classic monsters are like that, but in a lot of ways they are kind of, even the European ones are kind of classic not necessarily force of nature, but force of humanity kind of effects.
Yeah, well, a lot of the the classic monsters are enhanced humans.
Yeah.
Vampires just enhanced human. The Frankenstein monster.
Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Frankenstein, the Mummy, the Wolfman. Creature from the Black Lagoon doesn't really fit that. It's more of just like a deep one.
Yeah.
But
you did not run it over until there was nothing left, by the way.
No.
That is a lie.
Yeah. You squished it a bit.
I like
yeah,
that
that
shot
was a
right
nice
there, too.
Yeah. Down upward angle shot. Oh, no. Stop, Justin Long. No. We don't need more of you.
Yeah.
Oh, Justin Long.
You didn't. All the things you were saying are lying. Because
that line is equally cheesy and
cool at the same
cool,
time.
yeah.
Yeah. It's,
Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that.
this is another good little thing here. This is going on. And then... Also, that guy fell asleep really fast.
yeah, he did. Unless it's been
But
like
that right
another
there,
yeah,
that's a great one.
yeah.
So, because the creature, the lore of the creature is actually a really cool idea. This thing that exists for basically only 23, like that, and then it comes
Yeah.
out and eats very specific parts of you
It's
to
like
do
a
certain
cicada.
things. Yeah,
But it's
But-
not making interesting noises.
yeah. Well, it makes it some interesting huffing noises in parts of this movie.
Yeah.
But
Got naked.
I like
in a
the
hurry.
shot of it, like
Yeah.
it abandoned the clothes, and it's
yeah,
I like very much the idea of the scene. I don't care for how most of it's shot.
I would agree with that.
yeah, it could have been done. I like that.
Yeah.
I like.
The-
I would have
the
liked
jiggly
if you
body.
didn't see the repeated back of the creature and just kind of cut towards like the missing foot, the missing hand, the convulsing head.
So he eats everyone's lungs so they can breathe and like eyes so they can see. Do you think that he just has the world's largest amount of student loan debt that he's absorbed over the
Yeah.
years?
Likely. Well, probably not, because let's see. Last time he was out was like 78, so that was back when college was affordable.
Ah,
so
right,
it's
right.
in 2000,
That's
so
true.
it's still kind of affordable, I suppose.
Yeah,
at
so,
that point.
so if he absorbed like what, 3
in
students?
like 7 years, maybe we'll be able to get
Yeah.
another.
So if he's absorbed like 3 students, he's probably at like what, $250,000 in debt, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, need to stop. She's singing.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
Yeah.
Expositioning.
Yeah. She is, that scene is awful, or like awful from a thought perspective of what she's doing to
Right.
what's going on in their head.
Sergeant Tubbs is that guy's name, and I'm not at all surprised.
It's related to Porkins from Star Wars.
Yeah. And Snap Wexley. Yeah. There are a lot of cops in this police station.
Yeah.
Well, you saw they have like 2 houses. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
2 very rowdy houses.
I mean,
Yeah, there are a lot of police at this station.
yeah.
Like the one in Terminator, it makes sense because they're in LA.
Yeah.
They're in the middle of, bumfuck nowhere in Nebraska or wherever they are. And there are a lot of cops.
Yep. The
Because I'm a son of a bitch, but we can't take him down.
again, people won't say what's going on.
Yeah, right.
The idea of the fight down there happening, that even if they're wounding him, he just goes over and eats whatever he needs from somebody else real quick, is a really interesting monster concept too.
Yeah.
Which I guess is why I mean that, like, it would have been really neat to know that beforehand. But
Yeah.
I can't think of any way to do it subtly. That's not, it's kind of a hit you over the hammer thing for like a realization.
I don't think anyone would ever call him a real mover and a shaker.
Yeah, that's
That
not
seems
what a mover and a shaker is.
not a thing that you say here.
More fun with lighting in this this scene too.
I don't know how he got up there from they were there watching the stairwell and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I love the shot coming up.
Yeah.
The hole in the body. Yeah, that's great.
It's a really
backlit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm also wondering how that was shot. Do you think they put like a mirror on his back and shone
That's
a light
a good
into
question. I was just thinking about that.
Yeah.
That would be my guess.
it? Yeah. Synchronized SWAT teams.
Keep firing, assholes!
I just don't understand howitzer. Someone said howitzer.
The warning sign is a fun.
Yep.
This movie may be detrimental to your career. Who do you think I am? Randolph Carter?
Yeah.
Ha!
Yep.
Like a cohesive narrative.
Oh, Max throwing it out there.
Going for the jugular. Seems like he should have used the other hand for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me hit things with my wounded one.
The stress of them going back and forth together is cool too. I like that because they don't trust each other already, and they kind of play off of that.
Yeah.
You know who it was.
Have either of you seen the sequel to this?
I have not.
I haven't either.
I know I've seen parts of it. Because Justin Long. Have you seen any of them? The sequels?
Second? No.
Justin Long is in the sequel briefly.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That is more money than I thought they would ever spend on a sequel for this movie.
Well, it made 5 times Zach's budget, so I guess it's a success. I mean,
Yeah. Well, PG-13 horror movies typically make a
no, this
decent
isn't
amount of money.
PG-13.
This one isn't?
No,
No.
this is an R.
Oh, I didn't. I completely thought this was a PG-13 movie.
Right.
No.
It doesn't.
I mean,
it's not a hard R.
It's not a hard- yeah.
ludicrously gory. or
But
anything
enough to
like
earn
that.
the rating for sure.
And they don't. I mean, they're dropping some F-bombs, but not
They dropped
ridiculously.
one.
I feel like a lot of it happens during the car chase scenes. We're like, what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah.
But I got enough likes on Facebook.
Yeah. The huffy noise is a good. That's the huffy noise I was talking about earlier. It's a good noise.
That was a good Tim Gunn impersonation.
Oh.
The again, the implication there is that since she's
not afraid.
since she's dreamed, she's not afraid of what happens here or she says she doesn't know what happens to her, but still she's been dreaming, and it's not. Again, it's the fear of it all.
Yeah, like the old way, like Mrs. Peacock wasn't afraid of him.
Yeah. You are skinny enough to go through those bars.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Slip on through, buddy.
Yeah, look at that.
They can both
Easily.
just go through there.
Maybe I can see through this one-way mirror. I do like.
That's a great shot.
Yeah,
again.
I do like this.
And smart choice to keep this very dark in this scene, lighting wise.
Yeah, it makes it much more effective. Like you can kind of see some of the features of the face, right? Right there. Yeah. But that's one thing. One positive thing I can say about this movie is it uses lighting very well.
Yeah, a lot of times for sure.
Particularly how a lot of this is set in the country. There's not a lot of lights out, and
yeah.
I was halfway expecting him to go through the mirror when he barges through.
With the strength you were talking about too again here, Ryan.
Yeah. I'm really trying to make up my mind also on like his hair, his gray hair. Is it almost like a mane or something in this case? I don't know.
Kind of. It kind of looks like he's got the
like the hair hair would be on a bee almost.
But I feel like you could see it much better when he has the hat on. It looks like like a balding top.
Yeah.
Long hair on the side thing.
Give me that good Justin Long.
Yeah.
GBBV, where we talk about the hairstyles of horror monsters.
Oh, the mirror was used by the police.
Yeah. I guess that does make it more dramatic.
I do like that they got the helmets on and then walked in and immediately put the visors up.
That's cool as hell.
He's got a predator head.
That's a really terrifying creature head.
Yeah. And I like that he keeps it out too right here. Like some kind of like
like a cobra.
Yeah.
Cobra or a Dilophosaurus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I am pleased with how this exchange turned out.
Yeah, it's definitely, it goes against what you expect from a horror movie, but it also kind of makes sense with
the nature of the creature.
Yeah.
Yep. That really, I mean, he's an animal. He's a monster. The reasoning isn't going to trump that smell that he wants.
Right.
Yeah.
And people think that the audience is led to believe here that they're going to switch places here.
Yeah.
In an act of sacrifice.
And Justin be like, no.
Yeah.
Well, that was one of if you look up short little reviews of this movie, is that it very much goes against a lot of the tropes of horror. Like the characters fully acknowledge that this is a bad idea.
Right.
Well, she does at least. Justin Long does not, but Trisha does.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised Derry doesn't take offense to the fact that she says he's stronger than him.
Right.
I think we've established that she is.
Yeah, but he's a jerk.
Well, this is true. This is very
phony,
true.
A great big phony.
I'm gonna have so much paperwork to do for this.
This is a good shot too. I mean, it looks terrible effects wise.
Yeah,
but the
that
idea
looks like
of
some
this
Army of Darkness special effects
it
when.
Does. But the idea of this shot is really
stolen.
powerful to me. A monster carrying your sibling away just into the dark, and you're just watching it vanish.
Yep.
That's real powerful to me. And then once again, a repeated shot from the diner, the elevated kind of pullback shot.
Yep.
With the mouth gape.
Great. And then one final silhouette shot for the movie. It's a quick thing here. I do like that it's shot that as Belcher walks up, you can see her completely in the light, but then quickly transitions to a silhouette. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I dreamed that they just pulled up outside.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to believe you.
You might even be a dream, so I'm going to try to sit in this chair, see what happens.
Blah. Well, you see how the creeper was crawling across the side of the wall? A la Inception level 2.
Yeah. The fact that she never told them until he was gone I think was really plays to that they're trying to show her as a good character. She wasn't there to try to terrify them. She was there to try to legitimately help them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She didn't want to bring that up because she just didn't want
to scare them.
To scare them, yeah.
Just almost a repeat shot of something flying away from her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She would go on to kill all crows everywhere.
Are you suggesting that coconuts migrate?
Yeah. I wish the movie would have ended here.
Yeah.
With the only addition of bringing back the missing persons wall and having Derry be put on the missing persons wall.
Yeah.
Because the very end scene is one that I'm just like this is just... It plays...
I like the idea that he has multiple locations that he goes to.
Yeah, or a new house of pain or
yeah.
you know.
His house of pain.
But...
the good old tetanus factory.
Yeah. But I mean, this reads to me like a note to be like, we need to get Jeepers Creepers into the movie one more time.
Well, it's kind of how every horror movie ends, you know, like, I guess it's different because in most horror movies do kill the killer, and then it's like, oh no, they're still alive, and it's like,
right.
Nope.
So maybe
you fucked up.
Now you fucked up.
You didn't save your brother.
So I guess maybe as an alternate approach to this, James, what would you feel about like, because they wanted to tie up, I keep wanting to call her Caroline, but Jezebel's vision, right?
Mm-hmm.
That he dies to Jeepers Creepers. Maybe to all this camera work leading in, following into where the monster's at, to maybe have the monster turn on the Jeepers Creepers and kind of walk into a room where you see Derry like being prepped for something, and then like a door closes or something and you never see it again, versus just this hollow shell. I mean, I guess what would you have liked to have seen versus what is actually shown?
I just don't think this scene's necessary
right.
at all. Because, I mean, they've already, with the interactions that occurred so far in the movie and the interactions that have happened at at the police station, it's shown that everything she says, his mouth is agape, by the way.
Yep.
Everything that she says turns out to be true.
Right.
So the way that I look at it is that by putting the missing persons sign up on the wall, like, she knows what Derry saw and she knows what happens to Derry, but it's just like what you do. It speaks again to the inability for people to do anything about.
I do like that
this
last
guy's
shot of
eyes.
the eye through the back of the.
Yeah, that's cool. So I wonder almost, because again, I like them tying back to the premonition of he plays Jeepers Creepers as Derry is killed. I wonder if another alternate shot maybe would be just someone walking down a road near that factory, and they can kind of just hear Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah, like a car driving by, and then you can just hear it kind of in the background.
Something, I don't know.
Yeah, I get where you're coming from on that. I really do. I just don't.
Also, executive produced by Francis Ford Coppola.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. If you look up like a poster of this, you can see his name is like a Francis Ford Coppola film.
Yeah. I don't know. I just thought that the rest of the movie did such a good job kind of playing with the horror tropes that it would have been an interesting way to play with it, to just be like, just leave it at that.
Right, with the missing persons. And you're kind of disappointed that it almost fell back into
that
last
it.
Shot.
Yeah. But I mean, kind of the whole police station scene shows it falling back into horror movie tropes.
All right, well.
Choice of tune here, as Max pointed out.
Yeah, here comes the boogeyman. Yeah, they used this song for the trailer for some other, was it Insidious, I believe, where like the home videos that show like the kids killing
that would be
their family.
Sinister, probably.
Yeah, which is a good horror movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen the second. I like the first one. The first Insidious is pretty great. The second one, not so much.
Yeah,
I haven't seen the third.
But yeah, so this wraps up another episode of Good Brews, Bad Views, and we've gone through a slight title change for our ending remarks. So, you guys, would you view again, and would you brew again as far as your beer goes? Start with James.
I don't think I'd ever purposely sit down and watch this movie, but it's what Max actually, we were driving over here, I refer to as TNT movies, where if it's like a Saturday afternoon and this just happens to be on, I won't turn it off, but I'll be doing other things while it's on.
Okay, so just in the background movie for you.
Yeah.
All right. And what about your beer?
Yes, absolutely. I will actually probably seek this out.
And what was your beer's title again?
Remind us again what it was.
It is called Briney, Melon, Gose from Anderson Valley Brewing Company.
That's a good one. That's an excellent beer.
Which apparently is brewed in a solar-powered brewery.
Soul power.
Yeah. Soul power!
If you get that Birdemic joke, then
yeah.
A+. What about you, Ryan Everett?
I mirror James's thoughts on this movie. It's a background noise kind of movie to me. Again, it's many of our choices are going to end up having some nostalgia to it. Again, James and I saw this in the theater when it first came out, but yeah, same idea. It's not the hell yeah I'd watch it again that Deep Rising is.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But yeah, not so terrible that I would change the channel necessarily. My beer, again, I'm not an IPA guy, but it has been a better IPA for me, and this is again the red IPA. I don't know if I can find my damn bottle here. Who's this from again? Oh, Oddside Ales.
All right, cool. And for me, yeah, I don't know if I'd watch this one again. I've got better horror movies that I like that I watch on a regular basis.
Fair statement.
Yeah. And with Evil Urges, as I said before, it's not my favorite. It's a little too sweet for me to be like a go-to kind of beer. But if I'm just having like one in the afternoon, I'll just sip on it. But it's not something I'll seek out. But if it's offered to me, I'll give another drink. Well, so what do you guys think? Feel free to give us your comments, concerns, etc. on our Facebook page or our Twitter at GBBV Podcast, or send us your hate mail at goodbrewsbadviews@gmail.com. I'll see you guys later, and as always, please watch and drink responsibly.
Do something responsibly.
Yeah.
Just be responsible, damn it.
Yeah.
That's all we ask.